Dear students, now I am going to prove 3 plus 2 root 5. In previous classes, we have learned that root 5 is irrational number, root 3 is irrational number. Now I am going to prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational number. Question. Prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Let suppose 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational. Three root 5 is rational. Then 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Here 2 root 5 is equal to p by q minus 3. To prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational, let us assume that 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational. If it is rational, then we can write in the form of p by q. 3 plus 2 root 5 are p by, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Yeah, 2 root 5 बराबर p by q minus 3. Yeah, root 5 is equal to, root 5 is equal to p by 2q minus 3 by 2. Yeah, root 5 is equal to 2q p minus 3q since p and q are integers, so p minus 3q by 2q is rational. Yeah, root 5 is rational. But this contradicts the fact that root 5 is rational. Hence root 5 is irrational. that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational, let us suppose that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. If 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational, then it can be written in the form of p by q. 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. या by transposition 2 root 5 बराबर p by q minus 3, या root 5 is equal to p by 2q minus 3 by 2, या root 5 is equal to p minus 3q by 2q. Since p and q are integers, so p minus 3q by 2q is rational, या root 5 is irrational, but this contradicts the fact that root 5 is irrational, hence root 5 is irrational. Now I am going to prove next theorem. One by root 2 is irrational. Let suppose 1 by root 2 is rational. Then 1 by root 2 is equal to 1 by root 2 is equal to p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Yeah, 1 into root 2 by root 2 into root 2 is equal to p by q. Yeah, root 2 by 2 is equal to p by q. Yeah, root 2 बराबर 2p by q. Since p and q are integers, thus 2p by q is rational. But this contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational. Hence 1 by root 2 is irrational. Proved. It was to be proved 1 by root 2 is irrational. Let us suppose that 1 by root 2 is irrational. If it is rational, then we can write for 1 by root 2 is equal to 1 by 2, 1 by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Rationalizing of LHS 1 into root 2 by root 2 into root 2, multiplying and dividing by numerator and denominator, we get 1 into root 2 by root 2 into root 2 is equal to p by q, या root 2 by 2 is equal to p by q, or root 2 बराबर 2p by q. Here we see that p and q are integers. Since p and q are integers, because it has no common factor other than 1 and q is not equal to 0, thus 2p by q is rational, but this contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational. Hence 1 by root 2 is irrational. Now again I am going to prove that that 7 root 5 is irrational. To prove 7 root 5 is irrational, suppose 7 root 5 is irrational. Then 7 root 5 is equal to p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Yeah, root 5 is equal to p by 7q. Root 5 is equal to p by 7q. Since by p by 7q, since p and q are integers, thus 7 by p by 7q, thus p by 7q is rational. Yeah, root 5 is rational, but this contradicts the fact that root 5 is irrational. So our assumption is incorrect. Hence 7 root 5 is irrational. To prove this theorem, 7 root 5 is irrational. Let us suppose that 7 root 5 is rational. If it is rational, then we can write for 7 root 5 is equal to p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Or root 5 is equal to p by 7q. Since p and q are integers, so it has no common factor other than 1, and thus p by 7q is rational. If p by 7q is rational, then root 5 is also rational, because root 5 is equal to p by 7q. But this contradicts the fact that root 5 is irrational. So our assumption, our supposition is incorrect. Hence, 7 root 5 is irrational. In next class, I will start next exercise. Perhaps this exercise has been completed, and so I will start tomorrow next exercise. Thank you.